Good morning. Hello, everybody. I am Chloe. This is Rise and Right. I don't know why my cat is angry. I don't know what's going on behind me. You all right, buddy? All right. Okay. Anyways, how's everybody doing this morning? This is Rise and Right. I'm doing good this morning. I need to finish outlining the novella that I need to get written by the end of the month. I'm almost done with it. I'm like 2/3 of the way through it. I was very angry at it yesterday. I don't know why. Like, I'm not struggling in any way to write this. In the like, I can't figure it out sense. I'm struggling in the sense that I don't want to do it. So I've figured out the entire plot. I don't want to put it in an outline. I don't know why I'm like this right now. But that's okay. I need to do it because the last novella I wrote ended up being 45,000 words. So I've got that to work on. But during sprints today, I am currently writing a blog post. So I am going to finish up that blog post probably during the second sprint, our first 20-minute sprint. And then from there, I think I'm probably going to do my short story for the day so that I can devote the rest of my day to finishing that outline and starting the drafting on that short story. Not short story, I'm sorry, novella. So I think I haven't been doing my game and rights lately because since I had to completely redo the computer, I haven't fixed all of my software yet. I have to do weird stuff to connect the two computers. And obviously that all got reset when basically this is a new computer that I'm looking at. It's a new hard drive. So I think I'm gonna fuss with that and probably do some game. Why is he looking at me like that? I'm probably gonna do some game and rights today if I can get everything working. Just because I absolutely have to get this short story, this novella going. And that will be accountability for me. That being said, I think I'm gonna fire up Sims 4 for it, and do some build mode, just because I'm kind of between games right now, and I don't know. I don't know if Don't Starve, if I can pause that with the Don't Starve Together version where you can do solo. What is he doing? I don't know what's wrong with my cat. So I don't know what game I'll be playing. Like I said, it might just be Sims build mode, and just build some houses to stick around with that. I don't know. We'll see. So Elizabeth is here. Good morning, Elizabeth. And let's actually do this. And Rose is here. Thanks for joining. And Courtney is here. And Courtney is finishing an outline before a Zoom meeting. That sounds like a good plan. It's good to have a motivation like that. Oh, I've got something to do at this time, so I gotta get it done now. To help Courtney out, let's go ahead and get this first sprint going. We're going to go for 10 minutes. Again, I'm going to be working on a blog post. I've got the other cats here. Don't mind me. There we go. 12 hours since my last sprint. That's how recently my last show was. So we are putting 10 minutes on the clock. He is trying to steal the spotlight. I don't know why he's suddenly really interested in it, and now it's going to be depressing when he's not next time. Okay, go ahead and write, guys. Okay, that is time. Oh, sorry. Ignore that confused look I gave my computer. I had something on the wrong setting. Also, I had a lot of cat interference in that. Oh no. I was gonna say not him, but he's moved to the back. I don't know why. He's way back there. That's fine. Let's grab him. I looked back and I was like, you know what? I'm actually a bit chilly, so let me grab a blanket. Don't mind me. No, the other cat jumped up on the desk, threatened to knock over a bunch of things, as is her way as a cat, and tried to like squeeze under this hutch thing where there's a whole bunch of like nail polish and like prescription pill bottles that would fall in the back, a bunch of things that I don't need to be falling. And then, so again, I've got two computers, and the computer that is in that spot right there, how do I motion there? That one. That is my laptop, which is, I don't know, what are laptops, like 8 inches deep on a shelf that's like 6 inches deep. So it's steady there, unless a 13-pound cat steps on the overhang. So lots of cat interference there, but I got a good chunk of this blog post done, and I will definitely be finishing it in the next sprint. So I'm doing well. I am blogging about my irritation with alien romance being super formulaic. Like even comparing it to fairy tale retellings, which are deliberately formulaic, alien romance tends to have a very, obviously there are, there's plenty of stuff that isn't the exact same story, but plenty of it is the exact same story. Right down to really, really specific things, like how whatever the alien race is doesn't have enough females because of some illness that has happened in the past, or like genetic disorder, some health related thing that either killed them all or like rendered them infertile or caused them to no longer be produced, which genetically doesn't make any sense anyway. There are occasional variances of that where the alien does not produce females, that they can only reproduce with other species, and whatever it is, they will always produce a male of his species. And I accept that a little bit better. I can like genetically, like obviously there are all kinds of issues with trying to claim an alien species and a human would be able to reproduce at all, or even have matching genitals. I mean, but but if we assume all that to be fair, then I could kind of I can understand better that like the way that their chromosomes were. I don't know. You can't once you start nitpicking at it, you can't. But like if you're reading an alien romance, it's at least a better explanation than medical. I don't know. So I am writing my rant on that. And the thing is that like I've talked about this before. I love tropes. I like stories that are really tropey. I have my favorite tropes. A lot of the tropes in these alien romances I do really like. It's the fact that like it's come down to every single book having the exact same plot. So yeah, that's it. Just vary it up some. Use like half of these tropes. I don't know. It's a weird genre. And it wasn't what I was expecting when I started reading it. And that is why I am writing it now, and also possibly to my detriment, because I'm like, I'm not using all of these tropes. ha, and I'm probably going to fail because I didn't write exactly what everybody else is writing. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do our next sprint. This is our first 20. Hopefully the cats will be chill this time. It is 10:21, so I will see you guys at 10:41. Okay, that is time. Let me know how y'all did. I finished writing the post. I am currently looking at the... Yes, okay. I was looking at the preview for it. So all I have left to do is like tag it and all of that. So the post is done. It just needs to be posted. So I count that as a victory, which means next I'll be doing, oh God, what am I doing next? I feel like I need to be writing my next short next. Because this isn't my best setup for finishing this outline. We'll see in a minute, though, what I decide to do. However, I have been having to tell everybody this because apparently it flew under the radar for everybody, including me. It was by dumb luck that I saw it. If you are a Windows user and you use Scrivener, Scrivener 3 is out. 2 days ago, Scrivener 3 came out for Windows. It is, if you already have Scrivener, it is either free or at a reduced cost, depending on when you purchased it. If you purchased it after November 2017, it is free. If you purchased it before that, they will give you a discount. And I didn't actually see how much a discount is. I heard that it is substantial. And I don't think nano codes happen this year. So that might be the way to do it, even if you did initially purchase it at the 50% off from Nano. I'm not sure about that. I didn't look that far into it. But something that y'all do need to know if you are planning on upgrading to Scrivener 3, which you should. It looks really nice. If you are planning on doing that upgrade, how you do that upgrade is when you download Scrivener 3, you will have the option to enter a product key or start a free trial. You have to start a free trial. It is not the same product key that you had for your original Scrivener, even if it is free for you. When you start the free trial, there will be a pop-up, and on the pop-up at the bottom of it, there will be an option to upgrade from a previous version. For me, because I did not have it previously installed on this computer, I had to give it the product key from my original Scrivener. I don't know if that's the case, though, if you have it installed. It looked like it, I don't remember exactly how it was phrased, but it looked as though it was searching for Scrivener already on my computer for it to lift the product key from that and go from there. But the important thing is that if you have a fairly recent, a copy that's less than 4 years old, then it is free. If you have something older than that, it is at a discount. There's no reason not to upgrade it. It looks way better. I'm not a Scrivener user in general, so it's I'm using it right now for this short story that I have to write, because there is a beat sheet template for Scrivener, and I said, well, let me go ahead and use it for this. The beat sheet template for Scrivener was designed probably for Scrivener 1 or for Mac, so it was not 100%. I had to do a slight adjustment on it, but it was easy. But just a really quick preview of it before we do the next sprint. This is, let me switch that mode. There we go. This is what it looks like now. I am in the outline mode again for this this beat sheet that I'm using. I don't have anything actually written in here, so I can't show you. I don't know why this is lined. This is weird. I don't know. But you see how this is this is going on in here. If I type in here, it looks normal. I don't know. Felt like I needed to demonstrate, but it didn't make any difference. You do see up top, we have a lot more options. Like there's a lot more visible. I like to write in Calibri, and this is easier to change than it used to be. Assuming that it actually changes. Of course, I haven't really messed around with this, so Lord knows it's not going to want to. Don't mind me. Everything is going to be messed up. So I guess the point of this little demonstration is it's not perfect. It's never going to be perfect. There we go. There's probably a change the entire manuscript option. Oh my God, there we go. Okay, so it is automatically formatted to do to tab in and not put spaces between paragraphs. Anyways, yeah. So this is how it looks. And these lines. Okay. So these lines are the scene breaks because I was in one of the folders. So that was what was going on there. That might have actually been a thing that was in the original. I don't remember. And yes, every single one of these is in a different font. Like what? This is in Sego, but this was in Sitka initially when I was typing in it. I don't. Oh no, it. Okay, Scrivener's still messed up, but it looks better now at least. I don't actually know what this box is. But yeah, so new Scrivener. It looks better. The options look roughly the same. I'm sure other stuff has changed in here. I haven't gone into all of the little details of it. As best as I can tell, there's still no there's nothing new from Max Scrivener 3, so it's not mobile or anything yet. But again, if you already have it, go ahead and if you already have a previous version of Scrivener, go ahead and upgrade it. And yeah, Elizabeth, I just saw your comment. It does seem a lot better than Scrivener for Word that you used ages ago, definitely. I'm honestly, I've mentioned this before, I'm not a big fan of Scrivener because it doesn't have the organization stuff that I need. Stop sharing there. It doesn't have everything. It doesn't have all the research stuff how I like it. It's just a bunch of blank documents, and I'm not a fan of that. So I'm using it for this current project just because I wanted to mess around with it. And again, that beat sheet was convenient in this situation. I do bounce around between Scrivener and other programs. Every single program has its downfalls. I've yet to find one that I'm fully happy with, but I am happy at least that Scrivener has finally upgraded this. Yes, I also had weird saving issues with it. I don't know. It's a funky program. Anyways, let's go ahead and do our next sprint. I went a little bit long there. We're going to go for 20 minutes again. It is 10:50, so I will see you guys at 11:10. Okay, that is time. Hey, Shadow, and hey, Allie, thanks for joining. I did get that blog post posted, and then dicked around for a minute on the internet. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. There we go. Dicked around a little bit on the internet. Got a notification from WordPress that I had to moderate my own post. I guess this is the first time I've ever referenced another blog post. So I don't think it is though. I think this is the first time. I feel like I've absolutely linked to another one of my blog posts before. But anyways, I did that, and a minute later, I got an email from, God damn, sorry. Got an email from WordPress saying that I had to moderate a comment. And it turned out that the comment was me pinging back to an older post. I don't understand. Anyways, I got that taken care of, and I am sorely lacking any sort of writing motivation right now, which sucks. But I have this gigantic list of things that I need to do by the end of the month, and one of them is updating all of my back matter and formatting in everything. So I've done in my 2 series, in my Demon series and my Shifter series, I've got 3 other books outside of those series. 3, is that right? That feels right. Anyways, so these are my primary works. Okay, so Shadow also gets that notification. Maybe I just didn't notice it before. I forgot about it. Thank you, though. It's probably even a setting that you just have to turn off, and I just haven't put the effort into it. Anyways, so I've updated the files, the documents for my 2 primary series, but I haven't. And then last night I converted and updated on Amazon for one of the series. I am doing that for the other series right now. They've already been edited. I just have to do the conversion. And of course, yesterday doing the conversion, I was like, oh my God, I hate this. I want to be doing something else. But now I'm like, thank God I have this because I don't want to be doing something else. It is the least of all evils. Oh God, and I can't stop yawning. So I'm going to go ahead and put out there that I went to the doctor last week. Was that last week? Yeah, that was literally a week ago. I have no concept of time anymore. I went to the doctor last week. I feel like I've never recovered from daylight savings 2 weeks ago, but I went to the doctor last week, and it turned out that like everybody else in the world, I had gained a whole bunch of weight this past year, which I've always prided myself on being big, but at least like staying in the same 10-pound range. And the year before, I had actually lost a decent amount of weight. And now I'm up on the high end of my usual scale. My doctor was not mean about it. My doctor understood that literally everybody has gained this weight this year. But I have a really dumb, very minor, nothing to worry about medical issue now because of this additional weight gain. And I said, okay, I need to figure out how to lose weight. And nothing works for me because I do have metabolism issues. So I'm trying intermittent fasting. I'm doing the gentlest version that there is. And that is the 16-8, the 8-16, whichever way it goes, where I can only eat in an 8-hour period of the day, which is just skipping breakfast for me. I'm not a big breakfast person at all. But the other thing is that coffee. I don't drink black coffee. I absolutely cannot drink black coffee. And with the coffee creamer that I use, I basically can only have 1 cup of coffee in the morning instead of my usual 2 cups of coffee. And I feel like a combination of that, it just like, it turns out that like cup of yogurt I have in the morning is everything that gets me to noon. So I am definitely rougher and grumpier this week than usual. And I quit smoking 2-3 weeks ago. I was never a heavy smoker. I do pick it up and quit regularly. I know that sounds like I'm not capable of quitting. That's not the case at all. I usually start smoking in the fall and I quit right after New Year's. Not a New Year's resolution. That's just like I have this 3 months out of the year that I smoke every year. It is what it is. With COVID, that literally never happened last year, so I just smoked through the year. I did finally quit, and I'm doing fine. Maybe. Also might be why I'm really grouchy and tired lately. I've done a whole bunch to myself that will, in the long run, be a good thing, hopefully. But right now, I feel like hopefully that is why I am grouchy and tired and don't want to work. But let's work. Yeah, Elizabeth, I'm glad you do IVF. I know, or IVF, IF. Not. I have a friend who does the OMAD, 1 meal a day. He eats 1 hour a day. And that is insane to me, and it doesn't sound all that healthy. I don't know. The whole world of intermittent fasting is weird to me, but I figured that this real gentle, don't eat for 16 hours a day, but like you're sleeping through 8 of it anyways, is the good way to start. Yeah, I mentioned to my friend who does OMAD that I am doing this intermittent fasting, and he's like, oh, that's what I do. And I'm like, no, you do something insane. Okay, let's go ahead and do our next sprint. It is 11:18. So that's going to take us to 11:38, which means we will definitely have time for one more sprint and just run a little bit long, run a little bit into my eating time because my eating time is noon to 8. That's okay. 20 minutes on the clock. I will see you guys at 11:38. Okay, that is time on that sprint. I'm on my final book formatting right now, or conversion. Um, oh, what? Oh no, I misread something. So I've been having this issue. So I do all of my ebooks. I write them, format them, and I format them. I write them. We already talked about what I write in. I format them in Microsoft Word, and I convert them in Calibre. I am completely comfortable with this system. I know a bunch of people hate doing it this way and prefer to use, like, buying a Mac so they can have vellum, blah blah blah, or using like InDesign. No, InDesign I think is only paperbacks. Anyways, I am totally happy and comfortable converting a docx to an EPUB via Calibre. Do things get a little glitchy? Yes, sometimes. And I've been dealing with this glitch with some of my older books. When I've converted them this time around, my table of contents have been off slightly in this weird way where they tend to be directing to the last page of the previous chapter instead of the first page of the next chapter that they're supposed to be directing to. And I mean, I'm really comfortable with coding. I feel really bad for people who don't know how to do any coding and are trying to figure out how to make ebooks. I'm sure that it is nightmarish, and I'm sorry, but like, I have no problems reading through my TOC NCX and going through and fixing these little flaws. It's tedious, but it's doable. But I realized today that I'm so dumb. I updated all of these files, but I didn't update the table of contents in the files, like in the docx. So it was literally just that I was using an out of date table of contents, and all I needed to do was in Microsoft Word click the update table button and be fine. Now I am having little issues. I don't know. Calibre does a fantastic job. It is a free program. It does a fantastic job at what it does. It does occasionally have these little glitches. So like right now I'm dealing with, this is a box set. So it is a gigantic file. It is 4 books. It is 80 plus chapters total. 3 of those chapters are for some reason directing to the same place, and not a single one of the chapters should be directing to this place. So I had to like go in and fix that. And then like I have the way that they stack. So like, when you look at a table of contents on anything that has parts, or is a situation like a box set where it's in headings, it's very much, a table of contents is very much an outline. It's just that if you don't have parts or like individual books within it, you don't see a full outline because there's only one tab. But if you have multiple tabs like these, you have to mess with the play order, or we have to mess with the table of contents as well, so you don't have things jammed in the wrong tabs. It's all really easy. It's literally moving around where this nav point end command is. Super easy to fix. Again, one of those things that if you don't know how to read HTML, you're kind of up shit's creek. I don't know. I don't know what people do if they're not able to read these things. Sandy learned HTML in order to do this. I don't know if that's what all self-published people do, or if they like they buy Macs and go that way about it, or if they pay people to do this, I don't know. I guess you pay somebody who has a Mac, you go on Fiverr or whatever. Anyway, so I'm almost done with this. I literally just have to move a couple of nav point tags, and then I will be uploading all of this onto Amazon and be done with this project. Which that is exciting. That is progress. Also, I'm starving right now. Courtney is doing OMAD, and oh dear God, I don't know how you can do it. I don't know how you can think. Like, I'm having issues thinking now, and I'm doing the thumb 816. Also, I am like right at the end. Eating time begins at noon for me, and I am absolutely the sort of creature. I understand my cats so much better for it being like 5:30 and then being like, why is there no food? Why is there no food? You haven't fed me yet, when feeding time isn't until 6. My stomach right now is like, why haven't you fed me yet? Okay. Final sprint. It is 11:45. So we are going to go until 12:05 my time. And we will wrap it up then, but go get some work done, guys. Okay, that was time, and that is the end of the show. So I got that blog post written, and I got my entire Shifter series uploaded onto Amazon. So I was able to check off update all back matter on my list of things that I need to get done for the month. I do still have like 3 stories that are technically not updated that I really need to, but one of them I also need to like format for paperback and all of that. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take this victory that I've gotten. Good heavens, 5, 9, 10. I just updated the back matter and like fully formatted 10 books. I'm good. I'm good for now. And while I was uploading, it always takes a while to upload files to Amazon because you upload them and then they have to convert them. And you can't move on from that screen until after you've done the conversion, because that conversion dictates what your royalties are going to be, basically. Because depending on what setup you have, part of the royalty fee or part of what they take before they give you your royalties is the cost of downloading that file, which is pennies. The one that I last did was a box set that is 170,000 words. So this is a pretty substantial, like, for a box set, it's not huge, but for a single book, that is a good sized book, 170,000 words. I believe it was 12 cents is the upload fee. So, but they do need to calculate that and be able to give it to you. So I had like a bunch of downtime while I was uploading those files to Amazon. And during that time, I at least put scene headings on every single scene that is in the novella that I am going to be working on for the rest of the month. So I have enough of an outline to actually start working on that. And I feel really good about that. And in fact, all of the scenes have an outline to them, except for 4, maybe 3. One of them is just titled Sex. I really don't need to outline that scene. I do have, and actually one of the scenes is the final scene, which doesn't really need to be outlined either, the wrap-up scene. I do have 2 scenes, though, that are critical. They're like the climax scenes that I really need a bit more than just Abe's back in hell and Verity tries to handle the situation, but they are good enough for now. So I feel really good about what I got done today. I'm also really hungry. So I'm going to go eat, and then I will probably be back later today on my Twitch channel to do some gaming, right? I just don't know what that game is going to be. But if you follow me on Twitch, I'll probably be on there at some point. That is also contingent on whether I can get my 2 computers to agree with each other. But that is everything for me for today. Shadow got 105 new words, and Courtney finished her outline. Congratulations, you guys, and congratulations to everybody else for all of the work that you did today. And hopefully you are going back to work now or grabbing lunch, depending on where you are, or dinner, depending on where you are. Breakfast. People are from all over the world. You guys have a great day, and hopefully I will see you soon. I am back at this time slot tomorrow, 10 a.m. to noon Eastern time tomorrow. Okay, that's everything for me. Bye.